phones on silent, and if you have a question, raise your hands and I'll come and give the mic. First few questions will be directed to Ayush. After that, we'll throw the floor open to questions for Carlos.
Ayush, good afternoon. How difficult or easy has it been for you to move from the ID to the ISL? You've done really well for yourself so far. Did you find it tough? Did you find the transition easy?
Yeah, for me, here in ISL, the players are technically good, and because of that, it makes me more easier to play.
What are the differences between the I-League competition? What are the differences between the I-League which you played earlier to the ISL?
For me, the intensity of I-League is high, and in ISL, the intensity is a little bit slow.
How do you describe you have settled in quite well with FC Goa? How did you settle in so quickly? How did you adjust so quickly to life in the ISL, to FC Goa's style of play?
Yeah, here the senior players help me a lot, and even if I do mistakes, they correct me, and I would like to thank the coaching staffs for believing in me, and I had already learned a lot of things from them.
Ayush, can you tell me how did you take to football? And I think your father had a great influence on you. Can you speak about how that came about?
Yeah, my father used to play football, and from my young age I used to follow him. I used to go wherever he went to play. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Any other influences that you have whilst growing up in football? Anywhere else? Do you find any kind of motivation?
For me, I found my motivation from my father. He liked a lot. He liked a lot to play football.
I'll throw the floor open to questions for Carlos.
Quite difficult. You lost your first match at home. You picked up your highest scoring defeat against Mumbai. If you look at the last 6 matches, FC Goa have lost 4. Is there a cause for concern? Are you a bit worried right now?
Yeah, of course we are not happy with the last 2 games. I think both games were really different. I think Bengaluru game, they defended really good, and we had troubles to create chances. But the result could be very different if we score first, but it didn't happen. And in Mumbai, yeah, I feel that they were better in some phases of the game. I think we were in the game during the first half. We did a very good game, a very good first half, sorry. But in the second half, we were not us. But yeah, there hasn't been good times for us these last 10 days. But we need to improve. We need to improve on that. I said it after winning games. We don't have to think in the past. We need to be focused in the next one. After 80K, I was very clear. Now, don't think everyone that we are going to become champions, that we are the best team. And now in this moment, that is not easy for us, of course. I have trust 100% in my team, in my staff, and I'm sure we are going to show what we can show tomorrow.
Coach, how different the approach can we expect in the match against Odisha? Odisha is a team that has done really well so far. So how are you approaching this game?
Well, our idea, I have said from the first day, our idea is going to be the same. We are going to play with our style. We are going to try to dominate the game, we are going to create chances, we are going to try to be solid in defense, and I think it must be our first goal for tomorrow. In the last 2 games, we have conceded 6 goals, and for a team that wants to be in the first position, it's not possible. This is our main goal for tomorrow. We need to be again consistent, and of course we are going to go for the game. We are going to adjust some things that I think we need to adjust, and with our style, with our identity, with our mentality, we are going to try to beat them.
Coach, Odisha FC in the last 3 matches, it is seen that they scored late in the game, that is at the very end of the game. So what is your approach for preparation for the match tomorrow?
Yeah, I told the players sometimes this week, Odisha has done a very good starting. I think it's a team with a very good energy, with a strong character. They are taking the respect of everyone because they are having good results, they are doing some good comebacks, and I like the way they are playing and the energy and the consistency they are showing till now. But I think we are not so far from them. Tomorrow it's a day to be focused on ourselves, to recover our soul again, and to try to get 3 points.
Coach, Edu will be missing the game tomorrow because of his suspension. Edu has been among the more consistent players. He was dropped only for the match against PFC. He didn't start. How do things change without Edu being available? Does it change anything for you?
Yeah, Edu is a big loss for us. Mostly because I missed one more option to choose. No, and we know the influence that Edu has in our game, no? But I trust 100% in all my squad. I'm sure the players that play in their position will do a big game. Maybe I can find for some other options. We are thinking still in how we are going to play, in the names, of course, not the style. And I believe 100% the players that I'm going to use tomorrow, because we have shown that we can play with any player.
FC Goa has never lost against Odisha in the last 6 matches. So what is the outcome tomorrow? What we expect?
We have never lost to Odisha, so he wants to know whether that will remain the fact.
I'm not a fan of statistics, you know. I'm not a fan of past games, but hopefully this statistic can remain tomorrow after the game. But we know that we are facing a very tough game, a very tough opponent tomorrow. They are coming in a good mood. They have played only 2 games, but FC Goa in Fatorda can do anything. We are able to do anything.
Coach, when you started picking your team, Ayush was not in the 11, but you still gave him a few minutes. He still came in the second half. Later on, you started with Ayush partnering Edu ahead of Princeton and Glenn. What are the characteristics that make you choose Ayush ahead of other players?
I think Ayush has deserved his minutes from the pre-season. He had many chances in the pre-season. He played really good friendly games in pre-season, and he showed me that he wanted to be with us. And he didn't start the play in the starting 11, the ISL, but the time I gave to him, he took advantage of that. And when he had the opportunity, the chance of playing the starting 11, he has helped a lot. He's a very smart player. He's a player that tries to understand the game, that he's paying attention every day, every instruction, every order I'm giving, he's trying to apply into the pitch. And I think it's the most important for a player in his position. If a midfielder doesn't understand the game, doesn't understand what the coach is asking for him, I think he's a worse player than a player that understands. He's a guy with his 18 years old, with a good personality. Of course, he has to improve many things, but luckily he has time and he has the passion and he's working the way to improve. So I hope that he has a brilliant future and he has to keep on showing every day that he deserves the minutes he's taking.
Any other questions? I'll end the press conference.